divided by 1.2 equals, that's 10. What am I doing? 25 divided by 1.2 equals minus 12 equals, so it's £8.8 on a box. So we can say that those are £25, Nick. We can show 25, yeah. So we can show people those. Can we get this chair out? This one can go out, can't it? We just have a general chat whilst Nick is painting that unit. Nick? Got you some toys to play with at my house now. Yes, I have. I've got you some toys to play with at Auntie Fifi's house. Yes, I have. Best boy. What am I doing then? Come around here. Stand over there.
At least it's not live anymore.
No, no. I'll hide over here. Just go to sleep now. So, well, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Another Friday that has just zoomed around. And we've got Paddy, the Jack Russell. We've got Ginny, my sister. And we've got Nick here. And we've congregated in the bottom room, which is unusual for us.
We'll just check that that's in the picture, actually.
We are just sitting here in a bit of a stupor. And we're watching Nick paint, and there's something very hypnotic about watching somebody paint. And we're wearing out the old uns first, making Nick work. Actually, I don't very often get to sit down here in a comfortable chair, or even sit down in this room, because it always seems to be that we're in the top room. So this is a bit different. But what's the colour you're using there, then, Nick?
Licorice.
From the
Trim paint.
trim paint. So the trim paint range was designed really for skirtings, door frames, window frames, doors, banisters, basically your woodwork. But it's a really nice paint to use, and it's great for painting furniture. You can even paint your kitchens using the trim paint if you so wish. So we just thought that we would showcase a different colour, and we would paint it using this lovely, almost like a dark aubergine colour. And we've got this little rinky-dinky dresser, which we purchased from a lady down the road. And we've decided to upgrade it, revamp it, and turn it into something a little bit more sophisticato. So, yeah, that's Nick's job this morning, just to finish that. And then we've only got about how many other jobs to do, Nick?
What I've got to do.
Well, that you've got to do, or we've got to do in general.
The royal we, isn't it?
Royal we, as usual. Well, I've got about 20 jobs to do.
Yeah.
You've got about 2.
And my 2 jobs usually involve swearing a lot, trying to find stuff that I know is in my email trail, or I can't just find it because it's come through on a different social media platform. I know it's there somewhere and it takes me half an hour to find it. Nearly drives me mad. Don't forget your coffee's on the back here, Nick. So, the other thing... The other thing to just remind people is that we are now at the Malt House. It's the Malt House Collective in Stroud, and we are on the first floor. And I'm encouraging people to go up there and see if they can find our stall, and if they can, and take a selfie of it with them in it, in front of it. Who knows what the prize might be? We just might have a bit of a gallery going on for people taking selfies in front of our stall. See if you can find which one we are. And we are delighted with how that's going. It's a lovely place to visit. It's a destination spot. The food is fantastic. The coffee is wonderful. And the staff, I have to say, the most friendly, charming staff you could ever wish to meet. So we're thrilled to be up there. I will be going up on Sunday morning to restock and to have a little wander around. And if anybody's around up there, then I look forward to seeing you. Come and say hello. So let's have a wander around down here. So we could have a little wander around down here. Funny old week. It's been pretty shitty weather, to say the least.
Language of the girl.
Look at you going, oh, I have to say that's bad language. It's not anything like what I normally say, is it? So we haven't been able to put loads of things out on the pavement, but that was okay because I stupidly was putting a boot on and felt my back twinge. And about half an hour later, I was completely seized up. I've been on painkillers ever since, and it's slightly better today. But I haven't been able to do any lifting in or out. So the fact that it was raining and I couldn't put anything out anyway was actually probably a blessing. So yeah, it's getting better, but it was excruciating to start with. That's my woeful story for today. Just having a general mooch around. What else have we had new in? Let's have a little look-see. It feels like we've had nothing new in, but we have. It's just interspersed. We've put this tilt-top table back down in this corner to make room for a table that came in yesterday in the top room, which we'll show you in a minute. But I just wanted to leave it like that, just to show people how you can have a table, and if you tilt it like that, it's almost like it's a work of art in the corner of the room. And of course, when you need it, you can tilt it back the other way. So that's nice, and a very pretty, beautiful table. We've also had in this lovely rocking horse. Haven't priced this one yet. It's got to have some stitching done to the saddle, so I've taken it to the saddlery to get that done. And it's got two reins that need to be attached to this, which are also being stitched, and a little tiny bit of repair work. But I just thought it was a super elegant horse. And of course, at Christmas time, these do very well for grandparents buying things for their grandchildren. So that might be something to look out for. I thought this was really lovely as well. $34.95, comes with this inbuilt mesh so that you can fill this with water and you can do a nice flower display in that, which I thought was rather nice. And this is a lovely piece of old vintage china. So that might be a nice little gift for somebody. And then this has been in, I think we mentioned about the modern dresser last week, but this has come in this week. I haven't put it on the system yet. I've tagged it. It's $144.95. It's a vintage copper tray, double handles. It's got the word Rome stamped on the handles. And the reason I haven't put it onto Instagram is I'm just waiting for 3 big poinsettia plants to come in, which I'll stand in there, which I think make the most wonderful Christmas display.
What's the plant called?
A poinsettia. It's the red one, and they die pretty quickly, which is the downside to them. At least they die if I look after them. But I also thought that the big white cyclamen in there would look lovely, so the local florist is sourcing some at the market for me today, and I will pop them in there and then put the picture onto Instagram. We also had this in at the beginning of the week. Did make me laugh. It's on for $34.95. The lady's actually coming to pick it up this morning. I put that on and there was a mad response, about 5 people all saying, I'll be next in line. If they don't come for it, I want to be next in line, etc. So that one's going to its new home today. And if we pop up through here, this is not in the right place, but it was too heavy for me to move with my bad back. A beautiful French shabby chic
Calling Sally
mirror.
Ann, calling Sally Ann.
Yes, isn't it a stunner? Absolutely beautiful. And what's the price on that one, Jane?
$385.
$385. A really stonking, heavy, beautiful mirror with beveled edge glass as well, just to add to its beautifulness. This has come in. This came in late last night. I did actually manage to get it onto Instagram and Facebook yesterday. This expands and turns this table into quite a sizable lozenge-shaped table, but for everyday use, if it's just a couple or a small family, then just like this is perfect. It's a modern table, but extremely well made. I think it came from John Lewis originally, and we've painted the base in blackjack from the alfresco range just to funk it up slightly, and the top has all been resealed with a special sealant, which is really hard wearing. So that's lovely. We've then had these little mice in. I'll show you these. These came in yesterday and I haven't put them on the internet yet, but they're a little set of old-fashioned looking mice done by a lovely lady whose mum works locally in the local auctions, and we will be putting these on and showing people. But they're just very pretty, old-fashioned Christmas decorations that come with the little strings, and those will come in the little boxes, and they'll be £25 for a set. So a very nice little gift for somebody, unless you just keep using them year after year. So I'll get those on later. These unusual looking things, nobody seems to know what they are. They all think that they're some sort of stamp, but in actual fact they are the tie backs, the curtain tie backs. So this bit gets screwed onto the wall, and then you drape your curtain over the top of that. I tend to put it round behind it and then just lift it in a bit just to give it a nice soft fold. So those, I've got 2 pairs of those, and those are on for £27.95 for the pair. Yesterday also, late last night, and I did actually manage to get these onto the Instagram and Facebook, we've had a series of really beautiful chopping boards, or cheese boards. And this one is an oval bevel-edged ripple sycamore. They've all got beautiful wood grain to them. This one's £34.95, but there are different sizes, different types of woods. This one's oak with medullary rays. Just a lovely, lovely piece of kit to have. So if you want to get a really lovely present that's an individual piece, they range from £24.95 up to, I think the most expensive one was in its late 47s, that sort of price range. So then we had this lovely deskin. We've had this lovely little black deskin, painted to look as if it's distressed. It's like black lacquer with a little bit of the red, almost like a Chinesey sort of colour coming through. A very stylish little desk actually, and extremely good value at £145. So that's available. This came in £14.95, a nice little box, pretty nice little thing for putting gifts in. We've also got this mirror that came in late last night, £42.95. I realised the other day, you know how I'm always saying I will try and get it on later, and I don't know what the price is yet, but I will endeavour to get them on. I have a plan every day when I come in, a list of the things that I'm going to do. But if things come in through the door that you have to sort out and take in and make space for, plans go out the window. You just have to go with what's occurring. So it's not that I sit here doing absolutely nothing all the time. I'm busy all the time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm busy doing the things that I intended to do. That's my excuse anyway. We had this nice fleur-de-lis in. It's made from some sort of a heavy resin, £35.95, just decorative but a nice present. We had this glass vase in, which I thought was a bit natty, shaped like a handbag, nice heavy glass, and that's on for £36. And again, I thought that would be a rather nice present.
Does it have any markings on it?
No, nothing of any significance. Why, what are you thinking? It might have been something sort of fantastic.
Unusual, isn't it?
It is unusual, and it just appealed to me. We had this little case in. I don't know if we said about this one last week. Dear little case. It properly locks, properly opens. It's navy blue, £32.95, vintage suitcase. I think it probably belonged to a band member. Just about make out something in there which suggested that it was a band. So that's rather nice. Always popular, those. I thought I'd show you what Sophie was working on this last week. The local auctioneer bought this in for me. It was a pediment off the piece of a back of a sideboard, I would imagine, or the top of a wardrobe. Just very plain dark mahogany. So she's been learning about doing the chippy French sort of painting technique. She's put the first layer of gold paint around here. By the way, all these products are all French ink products. And we've just got another layer to go around, and then we'll just lightly distress that back through. And we're going to then decide whether we're going to paint the face gold or whether we'll leave the face as it is. But that's already got a hook on the back of it, and that would just be a lovely thing to hang on a wall. So that one will either stay here or we'll take it up to the malt house. Not quite sure which yet. So, life continues at a pace, does it not? We've had all sorts of things going on. Me and my sister have been doing all sorts of stuff behind the scenes, as it were. And
phoning each other every 10 minutes.
Every 10 minutes, she's my yum-yum. And we do literally phone each other every 10 minutes to say, "You still okay? Are you still okay? Still breathing? Yes, good, right, okay. Speak to you again in 10 minutes. Yeah. So there's nothing to show you outside because it's still pouring with rain. And we will be having a set of 8 dining chairs coming in today, very stylish. Anybody needing extra chairs for Christmas, those will be coming in, with actually 2 matching corner chairs as well, which is a bit different. So hopefully I'll get those on today. God knows where we're going to put them, but that's a problem for when they actually arrive. So keep looking on our Instagram, our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. How's the first aid collection going?
I'm having all the stuff that we've collected so far since the last time picked up on Monday. So if there's anything you want collected, or you can drop off at this shop or down the road at the Wotton Cafe, Carol Ann's collecting for me as well, and that's going off to Ukraine very shortly. So that's all leaving my house on Monday, and we have a huge pile of stuff. So brilliant what everyone's collected. So just keep going with your out-of-date first aid kits or any out-of-date medical supplies that you might have, because they desperately need them.
Excellent work, Ginge, as always. And you're a bit tired today, Pads. A little bit tired. You can have a TREAT now for being a very good boy, not barking all the way through it. That's his reward for the day, isn't it?
He does understand.
He does. He spells now, doesn't he? He's so super intelligent. Do you know how to spell TREAT? Yes, he does. He knows. So, thank you, everybody. Have a great week. And
just like to mention that some people have pointed out that when they watch the YouTubes, they can't comment unless they're asked to subscribe to a channel. So you can subscribe to YouTube via a Gmail email, which you can make up. It's a very easy process. Then you have your own YouTube channel, and it lets you comment on our YouTubes, because it's been baffling me for ages why we don't get any comments. And I think a lot of our viewers are coming across from Facebook and not familiar with YouTube. But once you've got your channel, your own account, you can then like and subscribe and share and help us grow the channel. Thank you.
Sounds very technical to me, but some people understand these things, but I don't. Anyway, nice to see everybody, and hope to catch up with you again next week if we are spared.
Bye for now.